Yo, what's up, Breaker fans? This is Raphael from C Manga, and I'm here to give you a review of the Breaker New Waves 122. So yeah, if you guys remember what happened last time, the Sun-Woo clan finally arrived on the island to save Shi-Woon, and most of this chapter was mostly about them and like dialogue between them, and there wasn't really much action. What to be honest, other than two things that happened, like with Elder Kwon arriving and what was it, Juice and Seek, what he does to Shi-Woon. So yeah, what I found interesting was Sarah Khan. She was kind of the voice of reason, or like level-headed person. Not that she not usually is, but like, to be honest, around elders, that are much older than her, like Elder Kwon and the rest, she was giving them advice, like saying, in this you have to be as cold as possible. You have to hide your feelings regardless of what torture Shi-Woon must have suffered. This is the only way to like make the situation go perfectly and avoid trouble, which will most likely would happen if they like went in there all guns blazing and screaming and shouting. So what was it? Elder Con kind of smirked and he's saying we haven't got that in us to do that, and it's like our only objective is to get Shi-Woon to get the Gaiju off of the island safely. So yeah, they're traveling and they see there's an attack helicopter there, and they're thinking that was to to transport Shi-Woon, but I can't remember which elder said it. They basically said that's an attack helicopter, military, so that's not suitable for transport in a body, well, not a body, Shi-Woon, because they still think he's injured, and they're saying they believed it was for them to scare them off, when we know it was basically to scare Shi-Woon and making him surrender. So as they get closer now, they see there's a duel happening. They realize that Shi-Woon is fighting and he's not in good condition, as we know, and he's up against Ju San-sik, and it's like all the three elders flinch up, and their faces are like that, and they're like, oh, the ghostly doctor. And then yeah, on the ground everyone's panicking now because they're like, crap, they've arrived. Ju San-sik's like, oh, you took your time, kind of being, what do you call it, and he's like, oh, he just realized what the situation is like now, and he's like, this is why I can't let you escape. So he performs like this technique, and it's like he hits all I think it was the same points he hit before, those 5 points on the body, and he basically completely immobilizes Shi-Woon, and he's saying, oh, remember our deal was so you can survive, and was to survive until the helicopter gets here. And basically he's saying, the game is mine, I won, you see why I can't let you go. Because he before he attacked him, he thought, oh yeah, this guy, I've realized how valuable he is, so I can't give him up. This experiment is valuable to him. So he's basically immobilized him with this thing. I think it was a thousand needle restriction technique or something like that. And Shi-Woon, as much as he tries, he's trying to break free from it. And Ju Sensei basically saying, you might as well say you don't need your heart. This is how hard it is to break away from this technique. So it's either, I'm guessing it's either you break away from it and die, or you just don't break away from it. There's no exceptions. Jong-Lei-won's pretty much being the same idiot. He's just standing there thinking, oh, the Sun-Woo's here, and then he's like a bit happy now because he thinks that Shi-Woon's being captured now before the Sun-Woo clans arrive. But Elder Kwon seen this now, and he's just he flipped it, and he jumped out the helicopter straight down, and they're at least 100 feet above the ground and quite far away. And Sarah Khan said, I thought you said you were going to be calm. She says to herself while he's flying down there, and all like everyone in the helicopter screaming, like Jin-Ie saying grandpa and all that. So yeah, they're smug now on the ground thinking, yep, Shi-Woon is ours now, this game is, we've won. And they see someone flying, they're like, what the hell is that coming? And then he lands and makes a crater Elder Kwon like a badass he is, and everyone's like, where did he pop up from? And then what do you call it, Ju San-sik says, oh, you took your time, Jae-Gal, Elder Kwon of the Sun-Woo clan, and everyone's like, oh my god, it's like Jae-Gal, he's like one of the 10 Grandmasters, and he's the second strongest. And I'm not sure if that was mentioned before. I knew he was one of the 10 Grandmasters. I think it was shown, but I can't remember if they ranked him in strength. And for him to be second, that is surprising because um, I believed he would be about fifth or fourth. I don't know, but I'm guessing. I'm kind of glad to know that he's second because he definitely deserves that title because this guy is powerful. He's making people like Jung Chang, if you guys remember, flinch and cringe. So I think he definitely deserves second. But I'm wondering who is first now. I can't remember if Ju San-sik was ranked, but Elder Kwon seems a bit weary of him. So I wonder if he's first or maybe he's first is someone else we don't know. But whatever. So yeah, Elder Kwon's second strongest. Everyone's fearing him, and I remember what was it? Ju San-sik earlier said, "Oh great, the guy I definitely didn't want to see again, and now he's here right in front of me, and he's being mocking towards him, and he's like, oh, what are you gonna do now?" So Elder Kwon basically says, "Okay, let's get to negotiations. I'll be as calm as possible," and then he just starts shouting, "Hand over the guy, Ju, and I'll let you leave with your lives." And it's like, wow, everyone, that was it. It just entered like that, like, oh yeah, and scatter away. He's basically saying you're pests. It's like, oh, I can kill every single one of you right now. So it's either hand him over, or die, and I'll take him away from you. So the choice is yours. And yeah, I like this chapter, even though there wasn't much action. I like that Elder Kwon now is more confirmed than it was before. They're not using Shi-Woon as a puppet. They generally care for him very much. Because if you saw the look and anger and anguish in his face when he saw Shi-Woon get that technique hit upon him, and then when he landed, he was looking at him and they were showing a close up to his eye, and he was looking at Shi-Woon's face because he was like completely paralyzed in pain. You could tell he really cares about him, probably like how he cares for Jin-Lee. So not only does he see him as, you know, head to guide you, he most likely sees him as a grandchild or something. So yeah, that was good to see. I like that everyone's there supporting Shi-Woon, looking to help him out, especially Elder Kwon, because he just used to abuse that guy so much back in the past. This is what I'm praying for. Please let this happen. I've said this before. Will there be a fight between Elder Kwon and Ju San-sik? I would so much love to see this. I'm not gonna lie, I'll be upset if we get trolled and then it's like he just gives up and leaves Ju San-sik, and then there's no fight, or there's someone else intervenes. I really want to see a fight between two of the top 10 grandmasters, because that would just be sick. We've seen how powerful both of them are, fighting, you know, separately, like fighting different battles, but to see them head to head, it seems like they fought before. I want to see this. Maybe we'll have a flashback of their previous meeting, because Ju San-sik did say he's met him before and never wanted to see him again, so maybe we'll see something like that. And yeah, as I said, quick chapter, but interesting if you know, like character interaction and some sort of past meetings going on with these two, things like that. So as I said, not much action other than Elder Kwon kind of showing off, making craters in the ground, but I enjoyed it. I like the respect that some Wu clan have for each other and for their head, and yeah, it's a good chapter. I just can't wait for the next one. Just please let there be a fight between Elder Kwon and Ju San-sik. That'd just be really sick, and I'd be happy. So yeah, that's all I can think. Is there'll either be flashbacks or a retreat or a fight. I'm hoping it's gonna be a flashback and a fight, then the fight, or fight then flashback, whichever order, and then I'd be really happy. So yeah, that's the chapter for today. I enjoyed it, and yeah, I can't wait for next week. So yeah, what do you guys think? Leave your opinions. Also leave any predictions, like if you think the same as me, there'll be a fight between Ju San-sik and Elder Kwon. And also if you enjoyed the chapter in the video, leave us a like, 'cause it helps us out. And if you're interested in any more videos in the channel, subscribe for more, because we do other series as well, and maybe you'll be interested. So yeah, hit the subscriber button, and I'll see you guys next time.